Hello. Oh, darn. Phone avalanche there. Hello, everybody. I'm going to come on today and record a video talking about something I've been checking out and looking at. I've been sitting back kind of debating about how to talk about this. But I think I'm just going to go out and say my piece about it. I've seen a lot of people talking about Whoopi Goldberg, how she went on a racist rant to Janine Shapiro, and she was talking about using all the N-word and, really going off. I've watched a little bit of the video, and I really couldn't watch a lot of it because it actually disgusted me. Roseanne Barr did a tweet about talking about how somebody looked like a monkey or something like that. Whoopi Goldberg goes on this rant on national TV, on The View, and she goes ballistic. Just goes so stupid. They are thinking about pulling The View. Well, Roseanne Barr just did one tweet, and she was gone. That tells you, tells me, I'm no expert, I'm nobody of real concern, that The View is really highly protected because The View is a propaganda machine. And why would you shut down your propaganda machine? Well, also CNN, they do not check their facts. I've looked at several of their stories lately. Their facts are not right. Never are. They're always talking stupid. Fox News even anymore. I used to love Fox News. I really did. Now, not so much anymore because all you get is people sitting on a couch talking about stupid crap. Or their opinion of what he said, or their opinion of what he really meant, or what, I don't want to hear about your opinion. I want to hear facts. I want to hear truth. And for good grief, I want to hear news. I want to know what's going on, in Washington, D.C., in Washington State, in Oregon, in California. I want to know what's going on in this country. I want to know when our government is overstepping its bounds. Heck, I want to know when the police officers are overstepping their bounds. I support police officers to a point. If they violate the law, they violate constitutional rights, or they just violate somebody, period, or they kill somebody wrongly, I want to know about that. I want to know about our government, our local government. What is our local government doing behind those doors in those offices? Who are they calling? Who are they talking to? I want to know all that because I want to know if they're actually trying to pass a law that's not constitutional. I want to know that they ain't trying to take our rights away. Or they ain't passing an ordinance that's going to be so dumb. It's just, I remember hearing one time, or actually watching a YouTube video one time. The guy was barbecuing on his property. Barbecuing. And one of the city code enforcement guys come up and tried to give him a ticket because the smell of the barbecue was going on to neighbors' property. How dumb is this world getting today? So if I go out there and start burning and my smoke goes over to the neighbors, are you going to tell me that my smoke, I'm responsible for where the smoke goes? No, I'm not. Because the wind's going to pick it up and take off with it. Now, I do agree with some ordinances, some laws. I do agree with most laws. I mean, hey, to a point. But when people of government, not just law enforcement, of everybody, tries to enforce a law that's not even a law, there's not even nothing that says, you know, you must give me ID just because I drove up, I saw you walking down the street. You got to give me ID. No, you don't. You really don't. What crime have you? What am I committing a crime walking down the street? Am I breaking the law? You know, it's like, or I'm barbecuing. Are you enforcing something that is just totally bogus? It's like with these Democrats. I watched the part of the, I call it the monkey court, where they got the FBI director or whoever it was on the stand, and he had that stupid smirk on his face. And he looked as evil as can be. He just knew that the Democrat Party is going to protect him. And sure enough, they did. Especially that lady. I know you didn't have anything to influence. You didn't have intentions to influence. You didn't, you did. And she started siding with him. She should be taken off because that automatically says she has a bias to her party. It doesn't matter what the outcome of it, that circus court's going to be. If it offends her party or anybody in her party, she's going to side with them. She ain't going to have a biased ruling. She ought to be taken off that board. Because that tells me that they really ain't going to do anything about these FBI guys that were trying to say Russian conspiracy, or Russian this, or whatever. Or Hillary's, how many emails did she delete? That tells me that she doesn't really care. Now, as for California, California, Washington, and a couple other states over there just got their assault weapon ban things challenged in court. And they were beat, pretty much. So, they have determined that the AR-15 is not a weapon of war. Which is funny because even though it may look like what they carry, it's not what they carry. Believe me, the military has money to spend on good weapons. We civilians don't have that kind of money to spend on that kind of weapons. And besides that, semi-automatic ain't going to do any different than... I just get tickled at these liberals that saying AR-15 makes a hole this big. Last time I checked, an AR-15 doesn't make a hole like that. Heck, my brother's lever action 30-30 put a hole in 3/4 inch steel. I mean, a clean hole. And it's a big hole. A 5.56, not so big. You know, you could go on YouTube and how many videos are debunking what they're saying. These Democrats are saying, oh, these are weapons at war. No, they're not. I love when people come up to me and say, well, that AR stands for automatic rifle. No, it doesn't. It stands for armor light rifle. Okay, if you really want to do that. So if I put AR on before everything, my Ben Pearson bow and arrow that I got, I'm going to put AR bow and arrow on it. Did that make it an automatic bow and arrow? Boy, that'd be cool, man, if it was, man. Could I just bing, 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 bing. Hey, I'd be dropping deers left and right. It's just that it's that stupid. It's not even. It's like these people don't even live in reality. You know, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist to extreme, but I know there is a entity out there, whatever name you want to put on it, that is controlling all this. They're buying up the media. They're buying up the banks. They're buying up, you know, places like Walmart and Sears and all these, and are trying to control every interest there is in the world. My personal opinion is they need to be stopped. But I do agree with what the 3% stance as we are a defensive, not offensive. We are a defensive mind. We don't get attack unless attack. I remember reading in the history books one time that there was a statement, I can't remember who said it, but it says, don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes. You know? Sometimes you might need it in life. You might need to take that stance. You need to stand back and let them look like a fool. Even Antifa and Black Lives Matter, let them look like a fool. Let them destroy the cities and all that. If you're a patriot and you're plotting government destruction and all this other stuff, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with illegal anything from patriotic people. I really don't. I really am to the point where I'd rather stay home, keep quiet, keep anonymous. Hey, if the police doesn't know me, that's fine with me. If the government doesn't really know me, that's fine with me. Because I'd rather be when the crap hits the fan, I want to be that guy that they really don't go after because I haven't been out there flaunting my guns. I haven't been out there saying, yeah, I got this gun, I got this gun. I may make a few shooting videos if I get guns. I don't have any right now. But I'm not going to flaunt every gun I own. I sure the heck ain't going to be stupid and hold up a stack of cash like this and start flipping it when I'm 16 years old. Of course, I'm not 16 years old. I'm way older than that. Tell me any 16-year-old that has $20,000, unless they're doing something illegal or their parents are really, really, really well off, and they just say, here you go, here's some money. I don't know many parents that have that logic, but if they do, they're dumb. I ain't going to be doing things to draw attention from the government, personally. I don't want attention. Really tell you the truth. If I won the lottery, I'd find some way to keep the money quiet. I don't want people knowing I won the lottery. I don't want to go off flaunting what I have. I pretty much don't want the government knowing what I'm doing. Care less. Now, as for President Trump, if he gave orders for the militia to stand their ground against tyrannical whatever, traitorous, tyrannical, and he gave orders for the militias or military to defend America at any cost, I'd be right there with him. I might not be able to do much, but hey, I can sure drive a truck, and I can sure get those loads going, man, trust me. Hey, I can do a lot when it comes to that. I may not have combat experience, but I can do it. I can get stuff down and moved. You want to get stuff moved, I can get it moved. That kind of stuff I can do. Now, I believe everybody in America has something they can do to make America great. Instead of trying to make America communist, socialist, and all this other crap, and trying to destroy America, why don't we go down to our neighbors that's probably sick, sitting in their homes, or an older couple, or older people, and you see them struggling to mow their yard, why don't you go mow their yard for them? That's a good use of that energy that you're out there trashing police cars. That's a good use of that energy. Why don't you go build a table for somebody? I'm not the best wood craftsman in the world, but hey, I build tables cheap for people. Hey, yeah, give me $40 and I'll build you a table. I'll get the wood cheap too, trust me. I'm that kind of a person. I got tables here. Somebody said they need a table, I'll give it to them. I'll be glad to. Because I'll build another one. That's how we should make America great. We should help each other out. And if you got something that you know can help your brother down the street, I don't care what color he is. White, black, blue, purple. This is a country of all races. In my opinion. There are patriots of all races. And for people to try to divide this country by saying white lives matter, black lives matter, blue lives matter, and it's trying to divide the country, to me, is wrong. I had somebody ask me one time, says, if you don't like that blue line flag, what about the military green flag on their shoulders? Military has earned that right to have that military flag, in my opinion. The police department had, to me, just my thinking, my opinion, hasn't earned that right to separate themselves into a gang where they protect each other. They see their fellow police officer kicking the crap out of it, or even shooting somebody illegally, or searching somebody illegally, violating somebody's constitutional right, and they protect each other. To me, that's where I don't agree with that blue line. Because I seen a post one time that says there's 3 kinds of cops. The one that does illegal stuff, the one that watches, and then the one that reports it and is no longer a cop. Which one do you think I support? The one that's no longer a cop, because he stood up and he said, hey, this is illegal, you did this wrong, and you violated the law, you violated constitutional law, you violated that person's rights. And guess what? The police department turned around and turned against them because they spoke up. It happens. Same thing in government. You have senators, congressmen, and everybody else out there trying to speak up and saying, this is what's going on in your White House. This is what's going on in your government. And the Democrats and all these liberals and even some Republicans, I say same snake, two heads, are turning against these ones that are speaking up. They're trying to call them every name in the book just so we think that they are those things. I try to keep up with news. I can't keep up with it because there's just so much junk in the world anymore. I've got to turn it off. And to me, I agree that these cameras right here can do good, but they can be evil too. They can be real evil. When an evil person controls the cameras can be used as evil. It's the same thing with guns. It's the same thing with cars. It's the same thing with everything. You give somebody that's evil something. Hell, give them a billy club. They're going to use it for evil. But a good person is going to use it for defense or something good. Evil people is what's wrong with this world. Not the guns, not the knives, heck, not the cars, it's the people. It's the people is what's wrong with this country. I tried to watch news a few minutes ago. I really wasn't getting any real news. I went on to several of them, CNN, all of them, trying to get some kind of news, but it was all lies and bullcrap. So, this, to me, I know some of my videos get repetitive, probably, because I'm talking about the same thing. Because what's happening in America is repetitive. It's so repetitive. Every day is so repetitive. It gets so bad sometimes that you have so many people out there making videos, just like I'm doing now, talking about this stuff. It's so repetitive. So repetitive. It's almost ignorant. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with this channel. This YouTube channel. And sometimes I don't know what to do with it. Because when I think, well, I want to do this video. Where I live, you can't. There is no place to go river treasure hunting to do videos like that. Heck, man. Magnet fishing. Where am I getting magnet fish? There's hardly anybody anywhere around here. I tried it here a little while back. Little ponds and little tiny creeks here. Ain't enough people in them around here. They're always drying up so quick, and if something's laying out, somebody's going to pick it up. Metal detecting? I can't afford a metal detector right now. But you know what? Here, this is my joke. I got white privilege. I'm poor. And urban exploring. I can't afford to go gas because I don't own a vehicle for one thing, so I can't run around. So trying to figure out what to do with this video channel. Kind of ends up in me talking about this junk that's on TV. Majority of the time, when my girlfriend's not here, the TV's off because I like the silence. I just want to hear nothing. That's what it is. So, I say that we need to get back to God in this country. Honestly, I'm going to keep repeating that until, if we would get back to God in this country, and parents would be parents, you'd see this country change. And people that are criminals are held accountable, not told that we have to accept them. I'm sorry, I'm never going to accept no pedophile or give him even an iota of inkling that I'm going to accept him. That what he's doing to that child is right. Because it's not. Same thing with homosexuality, some with lesbianism, all that stuff. It's not right. None of it's right. You can't tell me that God makes an imperfect being. Not like that. Mental health and all this other stuff that unfortunately is handed down, that is actually proven, I can understand. Like autism and whatever else. Homosexuality and stuff like that, to me, and transgenderism and all this other stuff, to me, I'm probably going to, YouTube probably, I don't know. Anyways, I just can't see the perversion of this country doing any good for this country. When I say perversion, I mean perversion in every way, shape, and form. From perverting our laws, from perverting everything. It's just not good for this country. I like the defensive idea. We are defensive, not offensive. We don't attack. We wait till we are attacked. Even then, we stand our ground. That's my idea. We need to get back to the laws and respect and love for each our fellow neighbor. That's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to God. We need to get back to respect and honor. And government needs to be realized that not every American is a criminal. Not every American has mental issues where they're going to go out and shoot somebody up. Not every American is bad. Most Americans are good. Just look at statistics. It'll tell you what it is. And if you point a gun at the cops and you get shot and killed, you took that choice. Oh, well, too bad, oh sad. How sad, man. Your mama said, oh, he was a good boy. That's funny, he was pointing a gun at the cops. How's he a good boy? Apparently he was carrying an illegal gun, stolen gun, whatever. Come on, man, people, wake up. It can't go on like this. Because if it does, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose big. And when we lose, our grandkids, our great grandkids are gonna be the ones to pay for it. Not us. They're gonna pay for it. God bless. Have a good day. Don't let the insanity drive you insane. God bless.